everyone. How are you all this morning? So who have we got? Good morning, Roz. Good morning, Nicole, Daphne, Holly, Barbara. Lovely to see you all. If I miss anybody, please don't feel offended. It's just I've realised that often I don't see everybody until a little bit further down. So, did I say good morning to Nicole and Marlene? Good morning. Hello, Mum. Oh, you have had a busy morning. I've still got mine to do. Alrighty, so lovely to see you this morning. Here we are at the 23rd of October. Goodness, it's nearly only 2 months to Christmas. Have I done anything towards that yet? No. So Mum's going to be staying with my son and his wife for Christmas, and we're all going to go over there Christmas Day. And I had to laugh the other day because I was talking to my son, like, what would you like us to bring? So, because we haven't really had Christmas lunch together for a few years. And my son said to me, he said, Mum, you know how you love cooking the ham for me, don't you? And I'm like, looks like I'm cooking the ham. I know, Holly, it's just too close, isn't it? Too close. And then we'll be in 2026. My goodness. But anyway, so, and then after the ham thing came and some rum balls. And I said, that's your father's doing. Your father makes the rum balls. I used to, but now Kevin knows how to make them now, so he gets to make the rum balls. And the next thing you wait, it'll be potato salad. I know what's coming. I know my son. Anyway, Mum will be there, and we can sort some stuff out together. That's not a problem. I know time does fly, doesn't it? This year seems to have gone really, really quickly. I always remember Mum and Dad saying, as you get older, time goes quicker. And I'm like, yeah, right. Seems to take forever. At this point, Roz, we took all the stuff in yesterday to the real estate, and we have asked for the actual move-in to be November the 10th. But if you saw how much stuff I've got in this house, it's going to take me that long to pack it all up. We're still waiting, of course, for the real estate to let the owner know, and then the owner will agree with that date. So hopefully she will. And we've also put in for a 2-year lease, which means we're guaranteed the first 2 years anyway. Alrighty, we did have a little bit of better news from the UK this morning, so that was good as well. Yeah. All right. For those that don't know, I'm Lorraine. I'm a independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I live on the Fraser Coast in Queensland. I know you would, Roz. In Queensland, Australia. So I'm sure you've all heard of or seen about the fantastic joining offer that we have at the moment, and also in conjunction, we also have free shipping for left for today and tomorrow. So thoughts on that are, if you're going to you get $60 worth of products. Let's start again. You pay $60 and you get $235 worth of products. It's free shipping on that. You can go straight back in the next couple of days. You can put another order in for anything else that you want, because you can only go up to the $235 in your first order, and you can get another order on free shipping. Absolutely fantastic. If you're going to pop in an order anyway as a customer, and it's the same sort of price, it's $60 or more, then why not join? You don't have to do any of the guff that we do. You don't have to do parties. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to do anything like that. You can just get 20% off your products. It's a no-brainer. Good morning, Suzanne. There is another offer, of course, where you pay $169 and you get $344 worth of free product. I mean, it just gets better and better, doesn't it? But, you know, it's a no-brainer, really. So, yeah. Wow, that's weird. I've got little pictures of myself to the side now, and I don't know how I got them. Don't want to look at me. All right, let's get on with today. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what time the video will be because I'm going up, I should say, to pick Mum up. So it's an hour and a half drive up, hour and a half back. We might do a detour and take Mum for a drive round. Hi, Barbara, how are you? And just see how we go. So, yeah. So I'm going to go straight down to the desk, and let me go down there first. I was having a play last night and I got carried away. So I have actually started this card. If we get enough time, what I might do is do another one in different colors. So my card today was inspired by Vicky. I did write it down. Boucher or Boucher. Yeah, and I'm going to be using the Jolly Holly. Now, I know a lot of people steered clear of the Jolly Holly. They couldn't really see, you know, how they could use it. But the more I look at it, the more I see what can be done with it. So today we're going to work in very non-traditional colours. So the colours I've used today are Lemon Lolly, Summer Splash, and Pretty in Pink. I've also gone, and this is why I've got to do this, because, like I said, I've got ahead of myself. I've also used this lovely pink stripe, which came from the 24-26 in color set. So this is the Pretty in Pink. So out of this set, I have used, look, I've got lots of these cut out. They're all in very vanilla, and unfortunately I wanted white. So I've used the die, the big die. I've used it just to, I've used it to cut out. You can see this is how it cuts out the paper. You use the ordinary die. What did I do with that? That's a bit of a worry. There it is. Is that it? Yeah. So this is the embossing folder, and can you see that? It's really hard in the light. You can probably see it better than I can. It's really pretty, and you can pop this in, which cuts out all these little bits and pieces. And then what you can do, you can go in, and they're just joined at tiny little areas. So you can go in and you can cut them all out. But the embossing folder itself gives you this if you don't cut it out. Okay, so it's really, really pretty. There's so much you could do just with that on its own. And I have, after doing this, starting this card yesterday, I've had so many different thoughts. You can see there how this cuts out, and it's only held in like this one. Obviously, this one, oh, sorry, this one is the end of it. So, but it's literally held in by tinsy little pieces, and you can just cut around it and you have it loose. Okay, the same down here. If I wanted to use, oh no, that's not going to work. This one would. If I just wanted to use that, I can just cut around, because you can see where it would have gone, and then you have a holly leaf. Okay, so it's quite versatile, and some lovely holly leaves on there. So as I said, I did go ahead and do some stuff, and I meant to leave some undone, and it didn't go that way because there was a couple of things that I wanted to do that I hadn't tried before, and thus it led me to getting ahead of myself. Hi Cheryl, how are you? Good to see you again. All right, so what I've actually done, just a normal 5 3/4 by 8 base card in white, then the 5.5 by 3 3/4 piece of the beautiful pretty in pink from the last, not the last lot of in colors, the color ones before. I did a, what do you call it, thing with the embossing folder, God, goodness me, without the cutter in it. So I've got that as the background, which will sit on there. And I also, as you saw, did one with the cutter so that I could get all these beautiful little bits and pieces. So what I've done with these, and I really should have left, actually I can still show you on some of the others. What I've done is I've gone in with the blending brushes and I've just blended into the centers there. Okay, so I've just done that. Now you'll also, I don't know if you can see it, but there's also splatter, and I used my blends to splatter. All right, I'm going to say to you that when you use your blends to splatter, it does actually, I wouldn't say it wrecks the brush point, but it certainly doesn't do it much good. Alrighty, so I've also done those speckles on this as well, and the greenery, I've done 2 lots of greenery. One was, let me see, did we have any in here? No, I can't. Oh goodness, that's remiss of me, isn't it? What did I use for that? I think so. This long piece here came out of Peace on Earth, and the other one, let me have a quick look see. Did it come out of Christmas greenery? No, it didn't. I'm not sure what the other one came out of at the moment, but I'll look it up. So we've got lots of bits of greenery. I'm sorry that I went as far as I did. So what we'll do is we'll pop this one together, and then we'll have a bit of a play with probably some more traditional colors or something like that. Not sure how it'll look, because this is very, what would you call, pale or light, whereas I think if we use Christmas colors, it's going to be a lot brighter. All right, so what I did was I cut down the piece that I'd embossed so that it fitted onto my my front piece of my card here, and that will sit there like that. Now basically all I have to do is to put these onto here. However, I'm going to pop them up simply because we're going to put quite a bit of greenery in behind. So I think I'll pop, I do want some in behind there as well. So I'm just going to put the glue right in the middle, and I'm going to use the dimensionals and pop a couple of them up. So I think this one I will glue down, but I'll only just put some glue in the center so that it does give it a bit of lift around the edges as well. Oh, sorry, I think I'm about to hear a siren. So I just want that there, and then I'm going to put these two up with, here we go. Gosh, I hate that sound. Oh, it's a fire engine. Okay, just going to pop these up, these two. And I want that one like that, and then this one, pop that one just like that, a bit more underneath. So we've got those. All right, and then we're going to do the same at the top, but we've sort of got the opposite at the top because we've got two of the bluey green, and then we've got one of the. So again, I'll put this one down flat simply because I'm not going to have stuff hanging right off the top. So a bit of glue in there. I want that blue to show, so let me put that there. And then these two I will pop up. So there's one. I think these colours look so good together. You think how much thought must go into you know, when they actually make. So pop that one there. I haven't pushed that right down yet because I'm still not sure. And I think that one there. All right. So we'll use that as the base, and then we're just going to put lots of this in. So we're going to put it underneath in all different areas. And like I said, I might cut some of it because obviously it's not always going to go in where I want it to go. So I will do that. All right. Let's start at the beginning. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. What did I do with that brush when I was cleaning it this morning? There it is. And I'm going to start to put some glue on these. I'm not necessarily going to glue them right down. Might just leave some of the tops open. But I know I can go to the edge of the card and a teeny bit over if I want to. So this one I'm going to cut off a bit. And pop it in under there. Ooh, that must be the bit I cut off. And then I want another piece. Oh, that one's going to go in beautifully. Woohoo! So has everybody had a great day, those who are in their evening? And I hope so. We're sort of wondering whether we're going to get... Oh, I didn't really want that there. You can go in a bit further, can't you? There you go. Put your leaf out. Goodness me. So we can pop that one there. And then I'm thinking another one of those in there would look good. So my dear mother, when I was speaking to her yesterday, she says to me, Lorraine, when you've got to cut two of something, can't you cut them both together? And I'm like, well, actually, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I had totally forgotten that you could do two together. So Mum came up when I did this last night. Nincompoop, eh? When I did this last night, I was actually cutting two together, so it doesn't take as long. But how about that? So clever, Mum. I don't mind a few of those just coming off. I love these little ones, these thin ones. I think they're so cute. I think I might put that one in there like that. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of them, otherwise it would be too much. Now, how did I get that? Don't play me up. You went in there just now. And put that. So I also did a bit of splatter on the leaves, and I think I splattered the leaves in Old Olive. And I just want to put where's that? I might cut this one, much as it's beautiful. Maybe use this piece. Might need a little bit more glue, I don't know. Might be all right. There's a fair bit still going on there. Okay, do I want any more? I think that might be enough. Maybe just that one under there. Do I need that? I don't think I do. Do I need anything up there? Yep, maybe just that one up there. Sorry, I know that one's off the screen, but where was I putting that one? Just up in there, like so. All right, so that, yeah, oh my goodness. You're happy because you can wash dishes. That I can understand that. Hi, Kim. You're on a rotating strike, so you get some mail, happy mail. That's great to hear. Kim, you have to pop downstairs and help, so you'll have to watch all the replays. Okay, that's not a problem. You'll be crafting again before you know it. I'm going to pop those out of the way, and then I'm just going to put this on the front of the main card, and then we'll get into hopefully seeing what it looks like if we do it with the more traditional colors. So what I did want to do with this, well, I might stick that one down because it's determined it wants to turn over. So I'm just going to put a little bit more glue onto that one, just to make it do as it's told. The others don't seem too bad. So that is the front of the card. Okay. I can always do just a little one of these, maybe in the, well, I do it in the blue because there's a lot of pink on the front. Just grab the brush and, or the green, I should say. It's Summer Splash. So just, this is where I've actually got the big blending brushes. I'm going to get some of the small ones. So I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to worry with the splatter at this stage because that's going to go on the inside in a minute. I'm just going to cut a piece of white at 5.5 by 3 3/4. I dropped my cutter on the floor before. 5.5. And I thought, oh no, because I remembered what happened when Suzanne dropped hers, and she had to just do that. She had to get new parts for it. Thankfully, mine didn't maybe that. That'll be nice on the inside, I think. So I'll just put this down with some glue. Thanks, Marlene. 7 Halloween projects. Oh, wow. I'm not really a Halloween person. I don't really do anything for Halloween. A little drop of glue down there. I think it could be like in England we have fireworks and stuff for the 5th of November, and I think probably because that's what I grew up with. I might take that off for a minute and put it down again in a second. Because that was what we grew up with, that's what I sort of tend to go with. But here in Australia, they don't really do much for what we used to call firework night or bonfire night or whatever. I don't even know if they do much in the UK anymore. You know what? I put that in the wrong place and now I don't like it. So I'll pop that one up there. Must have got carried away with this piece. It's coloured on both sides. Actually, that's the wrong side, so that's why I would have changed it. Just put that in there for the insert. Make it look pretty. A little bit of glue under these. Oh, a little bit too much there, but that's all right. I'll get that off when it dries. That one's... do that one. There we go. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Good to see you. All right, that's my insert. Now, I do have to put, I do still have to do a sentiment on the front. My fuzzy edges on the inside of that card base thing. All right, pop that in. See if we can get it semi-square. Semi-straight would be good. It's better to get those off. There we go. And you know, I don't mind having the bits flying loose, but then if they catch, I really don't like it. So that's what we've got there. Now in this one, we have this stamp which says joy. Now I can't remember what it cuts out, so I'm just going to cut it like that. I don't think you have to do a stamp, although let me get the stamp out for it and have a look see. I'll see what happens. Okay, so I will stamp it on a piece of white. Bye, Kim. And I'm thinking I might stamp it in Petunia Pop because I want something that little bit brighter. There we go. And then I'm going to place this over the top and see what we get. We'll bring the little one in. Oh, there's definitely products here in the shops, and yeah, some people do actually go all out for Halloween. I mean, we used to go all out for Christmas. We used to decorate our front veranda, and you know, people used to stop. Oh, for goodness sake! And people used to stop because they used to do bus tours. I don't even know if they do those anymore, and have a look and all the rest of it. And it was really fun until it came to putting it all away. My husband didn't mind putting it out, but putting it away was the worst thing. And then I didn't like it sitting there until August. So, yeah. But anyway, let's pop that in there and see what we get. Look at this. Look at this little mini boss. The only trouble is if I do it on the top here. That's funny, Nicole. Well, one year because we were going away, but we did have family here actually on Christmas Day for lunch, and we put up this little mini tree that we had, and my son says to me, "Mum, that is the worst effort of a Christmas tree I have ever seen in my life." Because we put a few baubles on it, no lights, that was it. He was so funny. So I did offer for him to come and do it for me in future. That went, oh, that looks quite good, doesn't it? Because you get the white around the edge, so it sort of shows up. And I was just going to pop that in there. Unfortunately, I can't put it on. I can't put it on dimensionals because I don't know that there's any space. Oh, I might get some little ones on there. Let me see, because I'd really like to pop that up. See how we go with some minis. Nope, that one doesn't show. That one doesn't show. Let's do some half minis. Because like I said, I think it will look better popped up. Oh, goodness, that's not even half. That's like an incy-wincy bit of a mini. I'll pop that up there. I suppose you could use glue dots, but it doesn't actually give you quite the height, does it? I just want one down here. I think I've said before, years ago, we used to use this, it was a 3-dimensional glue, and it was really good, but unfortunately the ants liked it as well. And if you put cards away, the ants would have a feast. All right, I think that might be enough because I don't. Those are off, those are off, those are off. So let me pop. Oh, that one shows just a tad, and so does that one. Bother. Just let me put the joy across the front there. There we go. There's our first card. What do you think of that? I love the colors. Definitely non-traditional. Non-traditional Christmas. but I really do. So I'm going to stick this down because it's being a pain. There we go. Very non-traditional Christmas, but hi Debbie, how are you today? Oh, will you please stick? But I am liking those colors. All right, so that's our first card, and we may not finish a second one, but what I'm going to do is cut the pieces. Where did I put that? I had it here 2 seconds ago. Cut the pieces for a more traditional color one, and we'll see how we go. So I've got these already cut. I could go with them actually to save me cutting more, but hey, it takes 2 seconds. So I'm going to put this into the cutting folder and put it in. And did I work out it goes that side? What side did I work out it went? Or does it go that way? Okay, Lorraine, stop being silly. There we go. It fits in there like that. Okay. And now I'll just get a piece of white. And I'll cut that so that it'll fit through the machine. I'll pop that in there like that. Now, it's going to sort of cut and give us a bit of a border, but that's okay. I want all the plates out except for the bottom plate. And then I want plate number 4 on top of that. I'll pull that out. Sorry, this one's going through the big one, so. And you only put it through the once, of course, otherwise you get a duck spill. Let's take it out and see what we've got. Oh, well, that's okay. I must have had some green on there or something, but anyway. So if you have a look now, how weird is that? If you have a look now, you can see how small the areas are that you need to cut, like just to get your little pieces out. So there's one. Maybe I'll leave those two. It's nothing. It's really nothing to cut it. There may be a couple of places where you might like to follow, if you're going to cut, you might like to follow the edge, but most of them you can actually just pull them out. This bigger one has a couple more areas. Hi Donna, how are you? So I just want to, literally, so easy to do. If you didn't want to do this, in the what is it, decorative pines or whatever, there's actually some holly leaves in there. They're a lot bigger because I did toy with that idea. And no doubt there's some others as well that have the holly leaves. How many have I got here? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be enough, I think. I'll get another one if I need it. So let me pop that back in there and let me grab some more traditional colours. Oh, let me go with Mossy Meadow, real red. What did I use in that? And then I want another one for a centre. Centre of a flower. What will we go with? A centre of a. We could go with. I'm going to go with Daffodil Delight. Now I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try. Excuse me. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do the middles of these. Oops. Let's get the brushes out. Yellow, red, and green. Yellow, red, and green. Put the blue away. All right, so I'm going to do, what will I do? 3 yellow, so I want 2 of the big ones. Okay, where's my piece of paper? You can see where I was playing last night. Okay, so I just want to go in the center. And initially, I used one of the daubers to do the very center, and then to make it darker, and then I realized that you don't have to do that. So we basically want 3 of each. So and I'll do this one. So we're just doing that little center bit, taking out a tiny bit to give it the faded look. Oh, that's good, Debbie, that you're doing okay with your treatment. Sorry, I am missing a bit this morning. All right, now I'm going to use the red. This is going to be interesting. I should have done that with the first one. 2 and move that one a little bit along there. 3. That one's quite red. Okay, so we'll use those colors for that. And then I do have a couple of those, but what I'll do is I will cut some more out. Don't forget to cut 2 together, Lorraine, or Mother will be thinking she wasted her time. Oh, that's right. I was going to work out where that other leaf came from, wasn't I? I know we've got this one in here. So I'll do a couple more of those. I may keep it the same leaf this time so that I don't have to go searching. Because even though I had all that done, it still took a little bit of time to put together. What I'll do is I'll cut these probably. Or I'll have a look in my bit box and see what I've got in there. What's that one? Put that away. Sorry, I'm just pushing these out. When you do the 2, they are a little bit more difficult to push out, but it does, I think it saves more time than it takes. So there we go. to sometimes I think my fingers are way too big. And there's two together here. This is where I miss my nails. There we go. So I'll leave those to that colour, and then I will quickly give these a bit of a colour. So this is, what did I say I used? Mossy Meadow. Well, you can see the difference. I wondered, because we'd be doing it light, whether we'd see the difference much or not. These are so fine. I actually tore some yesterday when I was doing it. And last one. And I'm going to make this work. So, excuse me. I'm not really going to do the, looks a bit bare without the dots, but what I might do is instead of using the colour, now the other thing I could do is put some colour into one of these pretty much empty what are we talking about? Reverse Tetris. Oh, the lines on the, yeah, so that I can see which ones I've taken the back off of. Just makes it easier. Otherwise, you've got to go around them all and pat them and see if you've taken the... All right, so I think that'll work because I put some Wink of Stella on those. And I'll pop some on the leaves as well. Let's put all the leaves up here. That gets it, gets it. That doesn't. There we go. So I find it great to get the inspiration from others, but I also like to do my own stuff as well. So I think I might have come to the end of that. We'll see. Anyway, most of it will have something on it. All right. Well, we need a piece of red card, and I'd already decided that I was going to cut. Such a shame. I wanted to cut. I want that red or that red. No, I think I want the one with a bit of white in it as well. So I'm going to cut a strip of this. I'm going to use that side. And I'm just going to cut myself a 3 3/4 strip, which I know that I can then use what's left because it's big enough. And I want that to be by, so 3 3/4. I haven't cut a card base yet, have I? Let's see if I've got a white in here. Yep, 3 3/4. So that across there should be 4. So I should go 3 3/4 again. Yeah, I suppose. I can always do it again if it's wrong, and I think it's wrong. Yeah, because I wanted that piece the full size, didn't I? So I've got 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. All good. All right, so that piece will go on there. Now, I just want this embossing folder just on white. And I know I don't need a lot, so I'm just going to pop it through on that piece of card there. And then I can just cut what I want. Might go a little bit over today, people. Okay, so then I'm just going to, oh, that's the, well, it's the right width. And I can have it as far down as I want. I think last time, what did I do? Let me measure so that I know what I did last time. Or not, because I can't find the ruler. There it is. I'm in a mess today. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I thought that was what it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. All right, let's go with 3 3/4. That's where I got mixed up on the last one. And that is going to sit across there like that. So let me do that, and let's put this card together. So just a little bit of extra glue on there. Place it as central as I can get it. It's good actually having those lines. All right, let's go with putting these on. Move that out of the way. I'm going to put that with that. Am I one of those short? Or have I just lost one? Oh no. So you'll have the 2 pink at the bottom, I think, with the yellow coming out. And then the 2 yellow at the top with the pink in the middle. Similar. Okay, so let me glue this middle one down. Where's my... Oh, goodness. I've missed a whole load. I've got 2 cats that are inside, but I don't know whether my husband has opened the cage or not, because since we had that snake, even though the cage is up, and look, people tell us that they don't climb these snakes, but I don't believe it. I do think they do. I don't want the cats to be out there unless we're somewhere close so that we can keep an eye on what's around. So what I want to do is I want to put this one so that it goes there, and this one up there. This one's up. I'm not even trying to get it the same as the other one. I'm just putting them where I want them. So that one there, I'm going to put the yellow up there, and this is a big yellow. Probably should have put that down. No, that'll do. All right, so we'll use the big yellow one. And then we've got the smaller yellow one. There's me saying more traditional colours, in all honesty. Anybody ever seen a red holly leaf? Because I haven't. I'm going to put that one there and that one there. And now we'll do magic with the greenery. It's very sticky. So once you've actually got everything cut out on these, it's not so bad. Like, it takes a while with all the cutting out and the embossing and what have you. But once it's done, it's not too bad at all. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So let's have some green coming down here. What we've actually done is changed the holly into more like the floral part of it, I suppose you could say. And then we'll have another one coming maybe not there. I don't mind lifting these leaves because you can always okay, so that's gone off just a little bit there, but that's okay. I'm sure I can do something with that in a minute. And then we'll go down here and willy-nilly we will place. Now, I'm not picking these. I know some of them are the olive and some of them aren't. So, and I think I've done some of each. So that's pretty good. Let me do another one like this. I'm moving up the silicone mat because it's getting quite gluey. Let's see, put that one right under there. Okay, it'll go up. That's good. And definitely need another one, but I'm going to cut it. Cut it there. And pop that one down here. Going that way. Quick look in the box and see what I've got in here that I could use. I think I could use some from this. So there's definitely some different leaves in here, like that one. Pop that one in. And this one. So we don't have to stick with, what was that one? I liked that one. Well, that one there. Maybe I'll take that out and pop that one in there because I like that one better. And then, no, that's the bluey green again. So I think just those two that I've got there will do. Oh, there's that one and that one. Those two will work as well. Right, that'll do. So these are the washi tape ones. which I also love. So I'll pop those in. Oh, what have I got here? I have all sorts of stuff here, people. Obviously clicked onto something. Let me go back to chat. There we go. What I'll do with Christmas cards is I'll use these ones for family. And I usually only send over a couple over to the UK. I don't send a lot over, so put that in there. So that one is actually on vellum, and it's being a little bit more difficult than that one. And then just a couple of these little wee ones. I'll pop one up under there, actually. Maybe pop it under there. And then this one. Under there. There we go. All done. Now all I'm going to do now is stamp the joy again. What do we think? I will be sending Christmas cards to our group, of course, because we all would love Christmas cards, wouldn't we? And I'm going to go with the real red on this one. So we will do that. Just have to remember that the ones going abroad are going to take that little bit longer. So I sort of tend to work it on the same as UK for America and Canada. Let's do joy. Oh, that's nice and bright. And then take that out. Oh, the other one, the big boss is sitting here, so I'm just going to use it. That's my tape. My fingers are sticky, and so it's sticking to my fingers. And pop that through. Take the number 4 plate off, Lorraine, before you try and put that through. Thinking that's a bit stiff. Okay, let's see how pretty it is in the red. Sure, it's going to be nice. Look at that. It's rather cute, isn't it? Quickly do the dimensionals again. Put that over there before I forget where it came from. I've still got a couple cut, so we can use a full one in here because I know that doesn't show, and I can use a full one in here. And then it's funny, you know, how we watch something, and I'm one of these people, like I'll see something and I'll think, I wonder what that means, but I won't ask because I don't want to look stupid. And this morning I was watching Ruth, I can't think of her surname at the moment, and she does those one-sheet wonders, and everyone was putting about an OSW, and I kept thinking, what is an OSW? My brain obviously wasn't working, and then all of a sudden I went, oh, it's a one-sheet wonder. My husband goes, what? Sometimes he thinks I'm crazy. He's not wrong. Don't tell him that, though. Oh, that's not going to work on there. I'm trying to hurry this up a little bit now, and I shouldn't. Right, so there's our joy that's going to go onto here in the middle, like so. And then you like both of them, Daphne? Thank you. Thank you, Holly. Look at that. It's such a shame. This is why you have to buy 2 packs, isn't it? So that you can have one pack that you use the reverse and one pack that you use the front. All right, so popping that on there like that. Something quick inside. We'll just, oh, that one's a little bit over the thing, but I'll sort that. A quick piece in the middle. And of course, I don't have a piece of white card. No, that's cream. Okay, quick. And I will cut this at 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And this will be our insert. Let's do something a little bit different on this one. We'll get the red, we'll get this, and we will get, oh, that went really quickly, didn't it? I don't like that, went too quick. Stronger color. Okay, that with just that will look fine. I should really do dottage with the glue, but unfortunately it's very gluey at the moment, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to pop that in there. For our inserts, I think I'll just leave it at that. One to hoard. You're not wrong. All right, let's open this up. Oh, could have used that little bit, look. Open this up. Put some glue on here. And pop that in. Now, I just realised that on neither of these cards have I put any bling. But we can. Well, I think we're just going to have to be careful what we put on there. So we've got the more traditional-ish colors, and we've got the lighter colors. Just let me grab the bling box. And I think we could possibly use something out of there for that one, but for this one, I would like to use something different. I think I'd like to use those. All right, so I think with this one, I don't think I'm going to use the red, but I'm thinking maybe, what would you say? Would you say use the gold on this or the green? I haven't used any of the green yet. Maybe pop a couple of green ones on this, just here and there. Definitely hoard. You girls are bad. Bad to the bone. Alrighty, just one there. One in there. And maybe, oh, I hate this bit. It's the last one every time. I never know what to do with it. I'll just pop it in there. So we've got the 3 little green ones in there. Green, yep. That's what I've done, Donna. 2 great minds think alike. Now, this one here, this is the Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems, which will go with this beautifully. So I'm thinking I might actually use the Strawberry Slush because it's that little bit brighter. Actually, no, that's the Pretty in Pink. No, I'm going to use the Pretty in Pink. I'm just going to dot them similar to what I've done there. So I'll put one up there. Put one down here somewhere. And then I'll put the other one in over here. Do it quick and then I don't have to think about it. So there's our 2 cards for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have gone a bit over time, but there we go. So different types, different color schemes, but the same sort of card. Do you need, oh, yeah. Alrighty, let me come up to the top. Thank you, Holly. There we go. Yeah, I really enjoyed making those. I do like to do cards with a little bit of oomph to them sometimes, and I'd be more than happy to send those. I think the pale one is my favorite, but I don't mind that one either. So that's the 2 that we have. Oops, it's hard to know how to hold them. All righty. Thank you so much, everybody. Now, there won't be a live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Because I will be picking Mum up. We may look at doing one in the afternoon. We'll see how we go. So I will see you all tomorrow. Take care of you, look after yours, and stay safe on the roads. Thank you, Nicole. I've got to go start packing now. Okay, bye-bye, everyone. See you soon. If not tomorrow, I'll see you Monday.